Set for a fight now. Women's catchweight, 168 pounds. There is Holly Lawson. Bellator debut, pro MMA debut. She bypassed the Amis entirely. Trained by Antonio McKee, felt you need to go right into the show. Facing Jozette Cotton, who enters Bellator her first time, undefeated at 4-0. Lawson does have a pro boxing record of 5-2. Big reason why Antonio McKee felt that Lawson needed to bypass amateur MMA and come right into the professional level. Let's get to Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, Spike presents 3 5-minute rounds. Brought to you by AttackPoker.com, the official online gaming partner of Bellator, where free-to-play online gaming meets MMA. And now, introducing first the red corner at 5'9", weighing in at 163.1 pounds tonight. She makes her professional debut from Los Angeles, California. Introducing Holly Lawson. And across the cage, her opponent tonight, fighting out of the blue corner at 5'6", weighing in 167.7 pounds. Her professional record undefeated at 4-0, fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Jozette Cotton. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, Big John McCarthy.
Let's now get to this women's fight at the catchweight of 168 pounds. Holly Lawson versus Jozette Cotton. David Busters brings you our tale of the tape. Eat, drink, play.
We talked about the skills of Holly Lawson, but making her pro debut.
All right, here we go. Are you ready? You ready? Get it out.
John McCarthy starts this fight, round number 1. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by the official beer of Bellator, Miller Lite, back in its original look. Holly Lawson, 5-2 as a pro boxer. The Canadian, now based in Los Angeles, is in the black trunks. Jozette Cotton, perfect 4-0 with 3 finishes in her pro MMA career from very nearby Omaha, is in the pink trunks. Cotton coming forward. Always interesting, regardless of who you are, Jimmy, making the move from professional boxing to professional MMA. This fall, we've seen Rafael Butler suffer his first loss. Very good heavyweight, former National Golden Gloves champion, trying to make the transition.
It isn't always about picking up other skills. It's about modifying your boxing for MMA, because it's very different.
Lawson said, I've got to throw a lot of 1-2s, work off the jab, straight punches.
Close that hand when it comes out, Jozette. Close the hand.
Caught pushing the pace, Jimmy, but you talked about trying to be a counter striker, trying to time Lawson's punches and then react off of it.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's landed a couple of left hands over the top whenever Lawson has thrown the right. He's definitely trying to counter it. Hands very low, chin high. Now talking a bit.
High inside kick from Cotton. Look at how low the hands are of Jozette Cotton coming forward. Not intimidated by the boxing prowess of Lawson.
Now she's starting to feel way more confident.
Patient start from both fighters.
Not want to get caught reaching for a kick.
Slowly, Jimmy, Jozette Cotton starting to establish her kicks against Holly Lawson.
One thing boxers have trouble with, the timing of MMA is very different. It's much harder to set a rhythm with your punches in MMA than it is in boxing.
Cotton keeping her left hand very low, her right hand pretty low as well. Now mugging versus Holly Lawson.
Man, now.
There's been a lot of talking in the Bellator cage tonight.
Something about tonight, man.
Fighters are talking more than you and I are. It's a strange night.
Something is wrong.
Good inside right hand from Lawson.
Lawson has to take advantage of the time when she's in punching range to land something significant.
Lawson, in her assessment of Jozette Cotton coming in, she said, Cotton's a bully. She likes to intimidate her opponents, drive forward. It's not going to work against me.
The thing is, Cotton's not really fighting like that. She's counter-punching a little bit more, and I think that's throwing Lawson off. I think Lawson expected to have a target coming at her, and that's not the case.
Cotton just not showing a lot of respect for the punching of Lawson. See mugging, chin high, chin out, hands low.
Yeah, but she's generally doing that on the outside. When she comes in, it gets a little bit higher, her guard. I mean, she's a little bit tighter with her shoulders. She does, I think, have some respect for the punching power of Lawson. She's only mugging on the outside where she's safe.
That's a very good point. Holly Lawson. Another kick from Jozette Cotton, just misses with the left hand. More mugging from Jozette Cotton. There's the bell.
Over here, right here.
I believe that's called a mean mug, Jimmy, at the end of the round.
It is, for sure.
That was a great look from Jozette Cotton. Not sure if Lawson appreciated it.
I know what the fuck she's doing. Keep your chin down. After you get done with your combo, step to your right and throw your right hand. She's not throwing the right hand, and you know why. Yeah. So what are you worried about? Come on. They're going to give her that round, 10-9. And she doesn't deserve that round. Okay, you're a way better boxer than what you're displaying right now. Go out and box. This is a boxing match. Don't worry about the fucking kick. She throws a kick, step through with the right hand. This should be an easy fight for you. Knock this chick out. She drops her hand.
The maneuvering is having her guessing. She ain't seen nothing like you. Keep moving like that. Hit her fucking hard. Hey, keep that up, man. That Aldo. Hey, go through with him. Hey, hit it again. You want a little bit? Get a little bit. You all right?
Let's test your judging ability, Jimmy. It's always excellent. Continued excellence. What do you think?
I do what I can. Oh, you know, I agree with Antonio McKee. They're going to give her that fight 10-9. I disagree that she doesn't deserve it. I think it's 10-9 Cotton. But I can see his frustration with Holly Lawson not taking advantage. It's part of the reason I'm giving Cotton that round 10-9. She's a little busier. He's landing the leg kick. He's staying, moving forward a bit. Landed a couple clubbing shots. It's not pretty, but 10-9.
Cotton just missing with that lead left hand.
Another good left.
We really haven't seen Lawson, though, establish her boxing, Jimmy.
No, we have not. That's what Antonio was talking about in the corner. So those bruises on the lead leg of Holly Lawson. Antonio wants her to answer with the right-hand counter. It's a good strategy against someone who's not used to it.
There's always the talk when professional boxers come into our sport of MMA, how will they deal with the grappling? But something I think that is often overlooked is how do you deal with your lead leg? The stance in boxing is so fundamentally different from the stance in mixed martial arts.
Yep. And the stance in Muay Thai. Muay Thai, they're very light on the lead leg.
If you want to treat, Google Riddick Bowe's Muay Thai fight. You will see why a boxing stance doesn't work in Muay Thai.
Define treat. That was a beating.
Measured pace for Jozette Cotton. Lawson, who talked about a volume of straight punches. We've just not seen heavy volume.
Surprised Cotton hasn't gone back to that leg kick a bit more, because it has worked. She's having trouble putting, I think, weight on that left leg. It's purple, it's swollen. She hasn't really gone back to the leg kick.
2:40 remaining, round number 2. This women's fight at the catch weight of 168 pounds. Now you see Lawson trying to establish the jab, but Cotton, Jimmy, stepping out of range. There's that chopping kick. You see Lawson not even attempting to check it.
That's hurting her. She's having trouble putting weight on that leg. Once again, Cotton clowning.
Sticking out her tongue. Shoulder roll. I wonder if Michael Page is taking notes.
I hope not. I really hope not.
John McCarthy has been reduced to spectator in this fight, Jimmy. He's really had nothing to do in terms of refereeing this fight.
And kind of giving her plenty of opportunities. And Lawson, that shoulder roll, the shoulder's got to be up near the chin to protect yourself. And she's turning and not throwing. And Lawson not
good left hand.
That hurt her.
Dare I say it, the shimmy from Jozette Cotton doesn't pounce. Instead plays some more after she lands that left. Is that confidence or overconfidence?
If you're winning, it's confidence. A lot of those punches are hitting her in the chest. She's not aiming high enough, not going for the chin.
Look at Cotton turning her back on her opponent almost into mock disgust.
Mock disgust. That's real disgust.
I was being charitable.
We're very different people, Sean. I'm from LA. You're from Kansas City.
Final seconds, round number 2. Jozette Cotton feeling really good about things thus far.
Hey, how you feeling? You still angry? Because you're burning more energy and you're being angry than you are fighting. Yeah, all right, girl. Come on.
Leave it to John McCarthy,
I'm
man.
not going to coach you anymore because you're not throwing your right hand. You're just standing in front of her doing this. Step to your right. Fucking commit on your right hand. You're not committing on it. You're scared. What are you scared of? You're giving her this fight. You're not even fighting. At least fight. Stay in there and fucking sit down on your punches and let your right hand go. What are you worried about? She can't hit you.
Look at that welt.
She's only hitting you because you keep doing this.
Left side of the thigh.
Sit down.
That
right
leg
hand.
kick landing over and over again. Antonio McKee, understandably really frustrated with Lawson. Look at it here. Left, right on the chin. Sent her stumbling backward right here. Bang. She takes time to wiggle rather than go after her. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but she's winning the fight.
You and me have been together 7 years as a commentary team. I've said shimmy and you've said wiggle in this fight, and we've never used either word before on air.
It's accurate. She's clowning, she's mugging, but she's winning the fight. She doesn't have to change. Lawson has to change.
How do you have it, Jimmy?
I have it 2-0 for Cotton to both 10-9.
Not sure if that was a flash or a slip. I'm going to think it's a slip. I didn't see a punch land.
Once again, no aggression from Lawson. Had her stumbling, didn't get on it.
I think it was entangling of feet.
Watch for the kicks, that Johnson.
Kick from Cotton.
Get it up.
John McCarthy just told Cotton, keep the push kicks up. Bellator debut for both fighters. MMA debut for Holly Lawson. Bypassing the Emmys, straight to the pros, 5-2 pro boxing record. Jozette Cotton entering a perfect 4-0 with 3 finishes.
But, you know, it looks right now like Lawson just wasn't prepared for a pro fight right now. She seemed off balance. She can't deal with the leg kick, which would never get out of the Emmys without even at least have an answer for the leg kick. May have just jumped in too deep too early. She seems out of her depth so far.
First ground fighting of the bout. Now closed guard from Lawson. Lawson trying to punch from her back with the right hand. See Lawson trying to cage walk, back to open guard. Right to the rib cage, thrown by Cotton.
I'm surprised Cotton isn't sitting up and landing some ground and pound, really hugging the head. That doesn't help you in this position. Can get you arm barred, but it doesn't look like Lawson knows how to do that.
Come on, Jocelyn, work. Let's
Grabbing
go.
onto the head with someone who knows jiu-jitsu is fatal from the top.
Well, for action from McCarthy. Lawson trying to punch her way out from the bottom. Good right hand from the top by Jozette Cotton.
Now walking her legs up. Nothing there. Didn't angle her hips properly.
Cotton felt it coming, stood up and out.
Watch the open hand. Close that hand down.
Again, targeting the outside thigh, and you see how Lawson backs off.
Yeah, she's overreacting to it.
Lawson, forgetting her MMA game, really has not been able to establish her boxing in this fight.
Not at all. A lot of her punches falling short. Not throwing combinations.
Lawson missing badly with that right hand. Jimmy Cotton on her clowning is going from Jorge Paez to the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Now on her pogo stick in the center of the cage.
But she pushes her against the fence and then backs off. I don't understand what she's trying to do tactically with this.
Sticking out her tongue.
You clown to get someone to make a mistake, to get someone to overcommit. She gets her overcommitting, pushes her against the fence, then backs off again.
For me, the most significant strike over and over again in this fight has been that kick targeted the outside of Lawson's left thigh. Look at the bruising. Lawson has not made a single attempt to check that kick. See, she's just not walking the way that she should be. Really see the hobbling now of Holly Lawson. How could she not be hobbling at this point? More from Jozette Cotton, feeling great about things now. Cotton seemingly in full control. Ten seconds to the end now. Talking from Jozette Cotton, puts her hands behind her back. Look at this from Jozette Cotton. The bell in the end of the fight. It took clowning and mugging to an entirely different level, didn't it?
Now she's
dancing with me.
All I can say is glad that's over. Man. As far as I know, there's no penalty that can be assessed for clowning. There's a penalty that can be assessed for not engaging your opponent,
which is
passivity.
Called timidity.
It's passivity in wrestling, timidity here, and you can't do that. But if you're mugging, clowning, and then hitting, which she was doing, as far as I know, a referee can't do anything.
There's no equivalent to unsportsmanlike conduct in mixed martial arts.
You know, but you know,
I've heard referees at the AMI level get on fighters who've sworn at their opponents. I've not seen that at the professional level.
No, you can't be. There is, or there certainly was, unless it's changed. You can't. There is an unsportsmanlike kind of rule, but you're not allowed to use profanity at your opponent or the referee. I don't know if that's changed. It was a rule for a lot of years, unless that's changed. But you can't disrespect your opponent that way in the cage. But as far as mugging and clowning and then hitting them, as far as I know, it's legal. I don't know of any. Please let me know if it's not. Jimmy Smith MMA on Twitter. But as far as I know, there isn't really anything to do points-wise. Can't tell them not to. Boxing, one thing is, judges really don't like it. Pernell Whitaker used to do it all the time and lost some rounds. Judges don't like it, so. But you'd have to be blind to give this fight to Holly Lawson based on that.
Jimmy, through the ABC courses that I've attended on pro MMA reffing and judging, to my knowledge and having read multiple times the ABC rules, which are pretty vague, I don't think that there's any penalty for doing that, for mugging, for playing. Let's go to Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your judges' scorecards. Your first judge, Kelvin Caldwell, sees the fight 30-26, while judges Clay Goodman and Bruce Huckfeld both see the fight the same, 30-27, all for the winner by unanimous decision, Jozette Cotton.
Jozette Cotton, a local fighter, gets the booze, but she doesn't care, earns the unanimous decision. She is now a perfect 5-0. Coming up tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Spike TV, the main portion of our card. Bradley versus Neer, Zwicker versus Alexander, Santos versus Terry, Clark versus Vitapo. If you've not done so already, download the Bellator MMA app. Score every round live as you're the fourth judge with our main fights. And, of course, on social media, on Twitter, round-by-round scoring. Use the hashtag Bellator129. You can also tweet out your